The Greek philosopher Plutarch once said that the mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. I retrieved this quote from Future Education magazine in December 4, 2023. It is incredibly beneficial to learn and grow through the content you consume well after your schooling or your education. And with new technologies and entertainment systems we have today, that balance of having enriching content and entertaining consumption is very, very difficult. Today, I'll be discussing the issue of getting entertainment and consuming things that are genuinely nourishing for your mind. Then, I will discuss the solution I provide today, which is integrating reading in a realistic way within your lifestyle. And finally, I will go in depth about the long term solutions of reading and truly visualizing it in people's lives. So let's start with understanding, do we actually read less than we used to? And do we actually use our phones more than before? And then we can understand what problems this can cause. So, a study from Gallup News of January of 2022 does prove that college students in 2022 read six fewer books than they did from the period 2002 to 2016. And this same decrease in reading rate was shown in older generations and younger generations. Additionally, the University of California, San Francisco released a study in November 2021 saying that screen time use within adolescents' lives throughout the pandemic had doubled. And that was in November 2021 where this was declared. And now we are in 2024, and I don't imagine that this has decreased in pattern. So it is apparent that we are significantly using our phones more and we are reading a lot less throughout our lives. And why is that an issue? Well, as adolescents here in 2024, we're well aware that social media isn't necessarily enriching, intellectually beneficial content that we gain. It's more of things that can cause more stress, it can cause more exposure to blue light, and it can also cause difficulties in sleeping. So, we've established this issue, and the solution I can give to you today is to be able to simply integrate reading in a way that is entertaining to you. And this can allow you to have that enrichment and nourishment intellectually. So, to explain this and the plan I have for such solution is my visual aid for the speech. So, to be able to integrate reading, there is a cycle I provide. So first, you want to try and find a genre or style that speaks to you, and then start reading a little bit each and every day. Once you get a feel for it, maybe you don't like it and you can go back to square one. But if you do, you want to start understanding what you really like about it and continue to read a little bit more every single day. This slow and steady pace will allow you to truly make reading a habit and a genuine love within your lifestyle. And using that, we can truly understand that this solution is realistic and can be very much implemented into many people's lives and integrated in a way that works. So, our solution to the problem of having nourishing content and entertainment was reading. That was our solution. Let's explain why this is so beneficial long term. So, there was a study done at Cornerstone University in January of 2019, which really explains all sorts of details on the benefits of reading. First of all, through my own experience and in addition, what was listed in this article, reading can help you expand your vocabulary. It can help you be able to be exposed to information or ideas that is relevant to your life. So, for example, if you have an interest in gardening or if you have an interest in building cars, you can read nonfiction books or articles which will help you gain some more information about topics you are experiencing in your life and want to learn more about. So, we expanded on vocabulary, relevant topics to you. Well, the most important and general way reading is so nourishing to your mind is because you're constantly reading and being exposed to new words. This stimulates your mind, gets the gears going. And from this article, it was expressed that by reading regularly throughout adulthood, you are more likely to have a 32% less chance in having any kind of mental decline. So 32% of a less chance of you having any kind of diseases such as Alzheimer's disease or any worsening in your mental cognition. And this can truly benefit you regardless of what you are reading. So we established that reading can be a easier solution if it's integrated well. But here we truly understand just how much it can benefit anyone regardless of what they read. So let's understand what we discussed today. First of all, we understood that the content you may be exposed to now and the screen time you have currently may be not as enriching. And this can definitely pose issues when you see if you don't implement this kind of solution and what can happen if you don't read more often. There can be cognitive decline. There can be you being able to not understand things better, or you being exposed to less, or not being able to communicate your ideas better. So we exposed this problem of having non-nourishing entertainment. Our solution was being able to read in a realistic way. And finally, our found benefits was that this can cause improved vocabulary and cognitive work and really help you stimulate your mind. I encourage you all greatly to take into reading as a pastime, as something you really enjoy, because it can benefit you in just so many different ways. And I hope you understand its benefits after listening to this speech. Thank you for listening.